Welcome back to the Star Monroe Show. This is part 11 of my exclusive mini-series, The Wild Love Affair. 12 intimate conversations on coming home to who you truly are through embodiment. We're going to be diving into that a little bit more today. Devotional living and deeper intimacy. So, I've got a feeling that you're a veteran of self-help. You know the frameworks and you know the tools. You've read the books. Maybe you're continuing to read the books. You've done the workshops and you've worked with a multitude of coaches and therapists. So maybe you've outgrown your coach. Maybe you've outgrown your therapist. You can name your attachment style, map your nervous system states, and you can articulate your emotions. The thing is, right where you are now in your life, you're not searching for another habit stack or an upgraded morning routine or another journaling prompt. You've reached the place where real change is only going to come from something deeper. And what's next, and I know this well because I've lived it, is weaving what you've already know into the way you live. This is the integration. I'll do my little sidetrack already. This is what I did this year. My life was moving so fast has been moving so fast the last couple of years. And in that fastness, that false urgency that we all get hooked on, I lost myself. I lost my connection to my soul, my body, my wisdom, my rhythm. When I'm out of whack with my rhythm, nothing works well. And I took time off. I closed my company down and I decided to focus on me so I could tune back into myself, because when I'm not tuned into myself, I'm not my best. I can't hold space for my clients, for the work I'm here to do. And so I've spent the majority of this year integrating. And this is where we allow the work we've done to shape the way we move through the world. So it becomes no longer just up here in our minds. Remember, intellectualizing everything's only going to get you so far. This wisdom that you already know, and I know that you know what to do, it becomes the way you move through your day, how you start your mornings, how you make your decisions, how you end your days. And I actually just use those three things, but they're so important. How we start the day, how we end the day, and how we're making our decisions throughout each and every single day. I mean, they're the micro moments that are going to change everything. And the way I'm talking about this integration, I didn't look at it like a project, because it's not a project, and I get it that our ego can start looking at it like, oh, it's another project that I get to work on. I looked at it that I created space around everything, and in that, what wasn't for me left. I divested myself from it, and what was for me, I have this image where I'm like mining for gold, and I'm just like sifting through the rubble, and like what's for me came up to the surface. This is all about the life we create by embodying everything that we've learned, and like I say, sifting this gold up by really putting our wisdom front and center and living in alignment with that. Collecting more tools, more frameworks, doing more courses over and over again without embodying them, without taking the time to integrate them. And oh, I have been here. I have been here. It's that voracious hunger for more. It comes from the ego. If I just do this course, if I just do this, I'm just going to do this. It's that insatiable appetite from our ego that will never feed it. It'll never be full. And the ego it will live and breathe and like take over the faster we go. This way of collecting more information and not embodying it, it keeps us in our heads. It keeps us thinking that we need to refine the outside of our lives. And our body, though, it's just waiting for us to arrive. If you're watching me on YouTube, I'm looking around because I can see my kittens jumping up at the door. This way of living, it keeps you moving at a relentless pace. And as I said, you'll be hooked on urgency and you'll be unable to, and this is what it feels like, you're unable to drop into a slower, more elegant rhythm because it is like an addiction. The more you do, the more you consume, the more courses you pack in. Think about, I always go back to this analogy. Have you ever seen, you might have seen adverts or seen it on social media, the program Hoarders, where people just hoard stuff in their houses and they jam pack it full of things over and over again. That's what your inside of your brain looks like if you keep consuming and not integrating. So I love this work. It's just so much more freedom, liberation sits here in all of this. This is the art of unhooking from urgency. And I wouldn't, if there's a concern about, oh my God, I worry about my drive or ambition, do not worry. They remain and they get sharper and truer and cleaner and more aligned to your gifts. And the thing is, when we're in this place, we only see what we can see. And so what I know is there's so much more available for you. And it is this process of divesting, of clearing out, simplifying, so you can really attune yourself, you align yourself with yourself. Align yourself with yourself. Lots of yourselves in that. And by doing this, your life reflects who you are. It's such an elegant way to live. And you create a way of life that feels good to you. You create a life where you no longer want to escape from, where you trust your wisdom. You stop listening to the outside noise. The outside noise is never going to stop. You just stop being enmeshed in it and you come back to you over and over again. And you move through your days, your weeks, your months in a way that nourishes you. Your next stage of growth is letting your wisdom become your default. It's turning your inner knowing into a sustainable, embodied way of being. This is how you move from doing the work, consuming, to being the work. And this is the hallmark of the unhurried woman. She refuses to rush. She leads from within. The Unhurried Woman event, my private online experience, is opening her doors very soon, 29th to the 31st of August. And it's the space for you to immerse yourself in my wisdom, my ways, and unhook yourself from false urgency so you can return to your body, rhythm, and wisdom. And it's also the perfect opportunity to discover if the School of Devotional Living is your next step to coming home to yourself. Everything you need is in the show notes. And until next time, in devotion.